It is my intention that this reading and myself just act as a mirror and reflect to you back what it is you already know so that you may better understand yourself. Okay, so I actually pulled all of these cards on camera. Something happened, love technology. And so I'm just going to run through this because it was too good of a reading to stop. So you have cards coming out, a leg up, poised, and time to go. You are currently receiving help to remain composed or full of grace during a time where you are leaving something or something is leaving in your life, where it is time to walk away from something. I asked what this was about, what area, and I got the world. So what is currently happening is a closing of a cycle. You are walking away from something. This is you closing this part of your life out. I asked, what realm of life is this in? And I got the Knight of Cups to the Nine of Cups. So intuiting this, it's like those combined would be the Ten of Cups. There is someone within your emotional fulfillment, right? That is removing their action of offering the cup to you or you offering the cup to them. So it's like a fancy way of saying, like, if this is a Ten of Cups, you know, uh, relationship is what it feels like. Ten of Cups relationship. Somebody has decided that this isn't for them and they are removing their original offer, right? Okay. So I asked, what is assisting you, or how are you currently feeling in this moment, right? Like how is the viewer feeling about this particular thing? And I got the star, and I'm like, okay, that's odd. So either this is what you wanted, right? You're the one leaving. This is what you wanted, um, or you aren't even aware that this is what is for your highest and best good at this time. And then clarified by the Tower and the Strength card. So what this tells me is you were saying that no, like this is hard, this is challenging, this is traumatic, and I'm having to muster every ounce of strength that I have just to get out of my pajamas in the morning. This is really difficult. Or um, your there is divine intervention, or your higher self is the one answering this question and says, no, this is for the viewer's highest and best good. Like this is actually an obstruction in their path, in their goal. So we're just coming along to help it along, getting out of the way. And then I asked, well, what is the actual emotion that the viewer is feeling at this time? And I got cleanse, which is really interesting because something like this, and like I was saying right before the camera cut off, something like this is, especially if this was a longer term relationship, whatever that means to you, right? Anything after 28 days develops a habit as the body knows it to be. So a change is going to inflame your egoic self, and ego is going to spaz out and be like, wait, no, well, no, I don't like change, so let's do everything that we can possibly do to keep the thing the same. I mean, the thing might be torturous, but at least it's the thing that we know. Ego does not like changes to environment, changes to situations, change. It doesn't like change. So with this, what you're feeling at this time, because there is a very clear message coming through here that you know that this is the best thing for you. Like you know it. You know this is cleansing for you. You know that this is an obstacle. Whether it is your higher self communicating this message so that I may reflect it back to you so that you can say, you know what, I do know that. You know what? Yeah. Or if it's just the reflection of you saying, yeah, I mean, I know that it's what is best for me, but it really, but what about our plans for the future? What about the memories we made in the past? What about, that's all your mind doing all of that. And your soul is standing firm and saying, no, no, we have big plans here. This building is in our way. So, okay. So then I asked, like, who is this leg up? Who is giving you this leg up, or where are you getting this leg up from? Where is this help coming from so that you can remain in a state of grace as you exit this cycle or you exit this part of your experience? and I got the Two of Wands and Judgment. And this to me feels like free will, choice, whether it's yours or your partner's or your soon-to-be ex-partners or your ex-partners or whatever. It's either you or the other person in this. It was the choice. There was an option, and that's what assisted you. And however that appeared with the Six of Wands to the Five of Coins to the Knight of Cups, the Six of Wands being how something looks. And I think that this part is really interesting. So in order for you to walk away from this, whether you were the one that initiated it or not is irrelevant. For you to be able to walk away, it needed to appear as if you were being abandoned, or it needed to appear as if your person was being abandoned, which I think is really interesting. So I'm going to just say benefit of the doubt here. And I'm going to say that since you're watching YouTube Tarot about, I'm sure I'm going to label this something about being left, right? That you are experiencing, like you created a situation in your blueprint, because you know you co-signed on this, right? So you developed a situation that made it appear as if you were abandoned. You had to have it that way for whatever lesson, whatever growth was going to come from this. That it was a choice of the other person to end this. It was a choice. And it had to appear as if there was abandonment happening. Okay, so what that makes me feel is that this is an opportunity for you to address any wounds within yourself that you could classify as abandonment wounds or triggers. Classify abandonment triggers. What it means to your security, what it means to your value, what it means if you are discarded or abandoned in this way. What belief do you have to have in place in order for, man, in order for you to feel like devalued or not good enough or whatever your ultimate feeling is about this? Like, what is triggering that abandonment feeling? Because you're never abandoned. You're never alone. You indicated to me right away that you had to have it be a choice to end, a choice to end. Whether stay stable or see what else is out there, it had to do that, and it had to appear as if this person was abandoning or being abandoned. So if that were true, if you were abandoned, what does that say about you? It feels like this experience is highlighting somewhere where you're a little shaky in your definitions about who you are and what your worth is, which is fantastic. Like, this reading literally did half of the work for you, which was you. Okay. Let's see, what else do we want to know? So I feel like we should go over to shadows, because this is the time to clean. Like, we're cleaning house here. We are diving into, well, let's do that. Where, you want this one? Okay. We are diving into the depths now. Okay. Okay. Tell us more about the lesson here. Some more information regarding the lessons. And there it is again. The Tower to the Hermit to the Six of Swords. when your environment is disrupted to a point where you end up alone because you were left. That's what this is. How does that make you feel? Like, what is happening within you currently? Because you are very much in line, aligned, in line, aligned, doesn't matter. Um, very much on board with this. You might not, it might be just under the surface, but you are very much on board with this. It might not be emotionally, but your soul is very much on board with this move. And you are doing it. You created this experience to highlight this exact thing. If you are left in a very traumatic way, or if it is an upheaval of your everyday life, let's say everything was stable and everything was fine, and this is just big change. Towers are big change, but they are big change for growth. They are big change to encourage you to grow. So look within, right? Look within. What is happening when we talk about leaving or being left in the realm of relationships? All right, let's see. Any information from here that might assist in any way. And I do want to acknowledge the synchronicity of the reading and express my unbelievable gratitude when they are this concise and repetitive. Okay, good fortune. This is a good thing. This is a very, very good thing. It's also card 13, which is the death card, which is Phoenix energy to me. Anything else? You have water and magic. Spirit, water, and magic. Spirit and emotions. What is spirit and emotions? Intuition. Feel your feelings. They're important. Like, feel your feelings about it. Your feelings are going to be what guides you here to what's being highlighted for you to correct your definitions on. Trust at the bottom of the deck. Trust. This is a good one. Now we do have friendship and boundaries and focus, death, stormy, affluence. Is this one of the lessons? Okay. All right. We'll touch quickly on it. So you're being asked to trust at this time, which I don't think you're going to have any problem with. All right. In regards to friendship, what is your definition of a friend? What is your definition of a friend? Are there expectations that you have of your friends? Are there boundaries that you set with friends? Are the people that you get into relationships friends? Are there expectations in your relationships? Do you have firm boundaries? And firm boundaries. You don't have to tell anybody else your boundaries. You just have to know your own boundaries. I think the focus here is definitely on, with focus and death, the focus here is on that idea, that Phoenix energy, that destruction, forged in fire, rising from the ashes, better than before. And specifically when people are currently creating a great deal of chaos with stormy and affluence, They are, this is like the chaos, it has great power over you. Chaos in your environment affects you greatly, right? The power of chaos being more than what you are willing to even, maybe you're not an active participant in it, but it affects you energetically. Okay. What is coming in the future for the viewer? And then we will close this. We had closure right there at the bottom of the deck. What is coming in the future? Closure. Man, you can't, tell you what. Closure. Closure. World card. Time to go. You're on the right track here. Now, we do have the card. It's all an act. It's all an act. And this is really giving me a strong resonance with that, how you had to perceive it, how it had to look in order for the lesson to be the most impactful, right? It had to look like abandonment. It had to be wrapped in that package. It couldn't have been anything else, because anything else you would not have attributed to whatever the shadow aspects within yourself that need to be identified and corrected, those negative self-limiting beliefs that you were talking about, your divinely perfect, unconditional love soul, right? That had to be triggered. That had to be highlighted. That had to be brought to the forefront. You knew this, so you designed this lesson to look like abandonment. It actually has zero to do with you. Not a thing. It's not personal. It's an experience. An experience you designed for you, by you, for your growth. And you co-signed on it. It's all an act. And then you have changes will be made at the bottom. Okay, that is all I have for you. That is actually really beautiful. I do know that this is a emotional time for you. And all I can say is follow those emotions. Feel them. See where they take you. Don't sit in them. Don't play in them. But like, feel them. If you're sad, feel the sadness. And then ask yourself why. Why am I sad? Exactly. Am I sad because we had such great memories going into the past? Am I sad because they're not going to be there for picnics in the future? That's projection. Am I sad because this means I'm not good enough to be with? Highlight. Okay. Is that true? Is that true? That you're not good enough? No. Are you saying you're not enough? A divine being, a fractal of source energy itself, a God is not good enough? That doesn't even make sense. So you know that that's not true. So you think sadness for being there to highlight to you a lie that you tell yourself that dishonors your divinely perfect soul. Man, I'm so excited for you. You are unconditionally loved and supported by the universe. My unconditional love to you as well. And until next time, take care of yourself.